Hey everyone, it's Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am sharing some projects featuring the brand new August release from the Essentials by Ellen line. There are 2 new leading ladies, and guess what? There is a teacher and a medical lady, and these leading ladies are so much fun. I'm going to start out by showing you teacher lady here. Now, while it says teacher lady, I think she could pass as so many different things. And I love how the coordinating die cuts out her arm so you can kind of stuff things in there. She could be an administrative assistant. She could be like boss lady. She could be so many different things. Now here's medical lady. And if you don't know why I love her, then you don't know me. I'm a registered nurse by day. And I love this medical lady because she could be a nurse, she could be a doctor, she could be a respiratory therapist, a phlebotomist. Heck, if you added buttons and little fuzzy to her little shoes there, she could be pajama lady. And I think Brandi did such a great job designing her so that she's really versatile. And they didn't call her nurse lady, even though that's probably what I would have named her. But they called her medical lady because there are so many different professions in the medical field. And she's absolutely perfect. Now, I wanted to show you how you can mix and match your leading ladies. So I'm starting out by stamping just the top part of my medical lady onto a all over sticky Post-it note. I'm cutting down some Neenah Solar White 110-pound cardstock here. And I'm going to stamp my lady on this. But before I ink her up, I am going to mask off her head. Now, if you noticed, I don't know if you know me, but I have long red hair. And this lady has some short hair. And I wanted her to look like me because I'm a nurse. And everybody's got to look like me when I color them, right? I'm just kidding. But I really wanted this little medical lady to look like me. So I'm going to put a different head on her. So I'm masking off that head and I'm inking her up and I'm stamping just her body onto this Neenah Solar White cardstock. I'm going to do this a few times because if I'm going to set up my Misty and do this, I'm going to stamp a bunch of them so that I have them all ready to go. And I am using some Copic-friendly ink for these today, but you could color your leading ladies however you like. If you like colored pencils or Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers or the Zig dual brush markers, those are all great. Now, I have pulled out my medical lady and I've pulled out a bunch of my other leading ladies to show you how I'm going to pick the head for my leading lady. I am looking through these and I'm finding leading ladies that are similar in scale to the one that I have here. Now you can see these 2 are very similar in scale. The baker lady that I just put to the top right of corner of my mat, she was not the same scale because she's only like a 3/4 size lady. But a lot of these full-size ladies are going to work. Now, this is Cozy Lady, and she has a very similar scale, so I'm putting her in the possible stack. This Hot Mess Lady, she's one of my favorites, but her head is way too big for medical lady's body, so she's a no. I have my little dog lady and my cat lady that I'm going to go through. But I want you to keep in mind also that anything with hair that's coming down over the collar, you may have to think about how you're going to mask that or do it to where it's not going to kind of interfere with the body of the lady that you already have stamped. I ended up picking Cozy Lady for my head here. And you can see I'm just lining it up on my Misty where the head of her meets up with the neck that I already stamped. And I'm masking off the bottom portion now, and I'm only going to ink up her head and stamp it on to medical lady's body. This is going to give this medical lady a completely different look, and it allows you to customize your leading ladies to look like the person that you're making the card for. So you can see how that worked out. I'm going to show you this once again. I'm taking my Post-it note, I'm masking off kind of from her neck down, and I'm just inking up her head, her face, and maybe a little tiny portion of her neck. And then I'm stamping it onto the body that I stamped previously. Now, I did a few of these with the Cozy Lady's head, and I decided that I wanted to create a couple with the new teacher lady head because she has a really cute kind of shoulder length hairstyle. But like I mentioned before, it may be a little trickier with those ladies that have some hair kind of hanging down or the braids that are coming over the shoulder. So in order to create my lady with the teacher lady head, I had to actually do kind of a double masking here. I'm lining her up to where her head meets up with the neck of the body of medical lady that I've already stamped. I'm going to close the door of my Misty. And then that little mask that I created on my all over Post-it note before, I'm fussy cutting that. I only need the portion kind of her neck and her uniform here. So I'm just kind of fussy cutting around that, and then I'm going to place it on to that stamped image. Now, teacher lady has a collar, so that can also be a little bit tricky. And that, along with the hair, is another reason that I kind of had to do this double masking. So I'm just kind of pulling this up, making sure my mask is in the right place. I'm going to do a little adjusting, but that mask on the body that I have on the Misty there, it's going to prevent that collar from showing. I'm kind of just showing you how I have this all masked off. You can see her head and her neck, a little bit of her collar is showing, but we're going to fix that before we stamp it. So now that I have this masked off, I'm going to ink up my stamp. I'm going to remove this mask here before I stamp it down. That is one thing when you are masking with the Post-it directly on the stamp, you want to make sure you remove the mask before you stamp it. And you can see I used just a damp baby wipe and my finger to wipe away some of the ink that I got on places that I don't want to stamp. And you're going to see when I pull off my other mask, I have a great image here of my little nurse with her shoulder length hairstyle. Now on some of these, I did not stamp perfectly. There were a little place where maybe the lines didn't meet up. So I'm just going in with a Copic multi-liner and I'm just kind of finishing those lines out. Some of the areas where the neck and the head created, the lines weren't all the way touching. So I'm just going to go in and touch up some of these images with the Copic multi-liner. This is really easy to do. They're very small areas, so don't be intimidated by it. But this allows you to give your leading ladies a completely different look. And I think that these medical ladies are so much fun with their different hairstyles. So I've stamped and colored a bunch of ladies. I have several medical ladies. I have a couple of teacher ladies. And now I am going to use the coordinating dies to cut them all out. I also have all of their accessories kind of stamped and colored here. I went through and colored all the skin at once and all the hair at once. That made it really easy. And then I just colored used different colors for their uniforms. And I will have the Copic colors listed over at my blog. Now, do you see this paper with the basket and the book and the apples? Those are accessories from Cozy Lady, and I'm going to use those in conjunction with Teacher Lady to kind of add to the amount of accessories that I have available for her when I'm building up my cards. Now, I'm using the coordinating dies to die cut these. I'm using my Gemini Junior to die cut all of these images today. I'm holding the dies in place with some delicate surface painter's tape. But here's the tricky part about changing the head. The dies are no longer going to work. But I'm going to do a little partial die cutting to save the amount of fussy cutting that I have to do. So I'm attaching the die or holding the die in place around the body, and then I'm letting the head stick out of my die cutting sandwich. Anything that's sticking out of that die cutting plate sandwich is not going to die cut. So I'm only partially die cutting this. I'm die cutting around the body, and you're going to see I have the body die cut and the head is not. Then I can go in with my scissors and I can just fussy cut around her head. I suppose you could do some partial die cutting with the Cozy Lady to cut out her head, but I figured this would be the easiest way. And by partially die cutting this medical lady around the body, it just saved me a little bit of the fussy cutting. I could have fussy cut the entire image, but I wanted to save some time. Now, in the Teacher Lady, there are these adorable glasses, and I stamped them onto a couple of my images to see if I wanted to use them. I didn't end up using them today, but I think that they are a fun accessory to add to any of your leading ladies to make a card maybe for someone who wears glasses all the time. I think they're so adorable, and you could stamp them in different colors, add some clear embossing, and they would be adorable glasses. Now, for my Teacher Ladies, I'm making a chalkboard for them. I'm only going to show you one of the Teacher Ladies cards here because they're both very similar. So I am using this My Favorite Things rectangle shaker die window frame set here. I will have it linked in the description at YouTube as well as over at my blog. I die cut it from the kind of inner portion from some black cardstock and the frame portion from some bamboo cardstock as well as a piece of Nina Solar White heavyweight cardstock. Now the bamboo paper has some adhesive on the back, so I removed the backer and I attached that bamboo piece to the Nina Solar White piece. And then I added some foam adhesive behind it. Now to make the black part look like a chalkboard, I'm using some unicorn white pigment ink from Hero Arts and a Tim Holtz blending brush, and I'm just kind of stippling on some of this white pigment ink to make this black piece of cardstock look a little bit chalky. And then I'm going to coat it with my powder tool because I'm going to heat emboss a sentiment right over the top of this. So I'm just kind of deactivating the stick of that pigment ink with my powder tool. And now I'm stamping my sentiment in some Versamark ink right in the center, and I'm going to add some white embossing powder. Now, if it sticks in a couple extra areas, it's kind of not a big deal because I'm creating that chalky look anyway. So you can see that my little chalkboard piece is completed, and I'm assembling all of this on the card. The frame, that wood frame of the chalkboard, has a little bit of dimension, and the chalkboard itself kind of sits back in there. And I'm adding a few accessories along the base of that chalkboard, like she has a book and an apple and her glasses propped up there. And I think that is such a fun way to kind of accessorize and kind of build a scene for these teacher ladies. Now I went ahead and took this card front, which is made from some Essentials by Ellen linen cardstock, and I trimmed it down just a bit so I could add a strip of this Lawn Fawn Really Rainbow Petite paper. This is the 6x6 Really Rainbow Petite paper pad. I love these papers, and I just put that right along that right edge of my card front. And I wanted to create kind of a little pom-pom banner, like she had decorated her classroom for the first day of school. So I'm grabbing some pom-poms out of this ginormous pack that I bought, and I am using a little bit of kind of some thin twine and a heavier kind of tapestry needle. And I am just kind of sticking these little pom-poms right onto that needle and threading them onto this thread. And that's going to make a little pom-pom banner for my card front. And I'm just using several different colors here. This is really easy to do. I have never done it before, but I was super surprised at how really easy this was to accomplish. And I think this would make a great accent or decoration for a birthday card as well. So once I had the banner put together, I used some glue dots to hold the pom-poms in place, and I did add a little bit of the Ranger Collage Medium in the matte finish to hold the strings down. And I finished off this card with some glossy accents on the glasses, a little bit of Christmas red Stickles on the apple, and that finishes off my teacher card. And I do have another one for you to peek at the end of this video, so stay tuned. And I did use some of the accessories from the Cozy Lady to kind of mix and match with this teacher lady. Now for my medical lady, or my little nurse here, because that's what I am. You know, everybody's going to be a nurse. That's just the way it is. I am going to use this wonky backdrop stamp, and I'm just stamping a little bit of texture onto this card front here using some Catherine Pooler Meant to Be ink. It's one of my favorite ink colors. I'm going to stamp my sentiment using some Stazon ink onto some vellum here. And then I am using my craft knife to kind of cut a little slit on this clipboard so that I can slide my sentiment up to where it looks like it's being held in the clipboard by the clip at the top. I also used my craft knife to cut the pocket so that I could slide some things into each of these little medical ladies' pockets, like Band-Aids and syringes and like the little reflex hammer. I'm a nurse. I don't even know if there's an official name for that. Someone can tell me. There are more important things for me to worry about than the official name for that little reflex hammer that we use to check DTRs. So if you know, leave it in the comments. I'm not offended that I don't know. Now for the stethoscopes, I added a little bit of silver detail using a paint pen. And for the second medical lady, I wanted to show you, I stamped that same wonky backdrop, but I'm using the pill stamp to make these into little pills with a little bit darker ink. And I'm just stamping right over that wonky backdrop and just kind of turning the pill different directions in order to make a complete pill backdrop for my little nurse here with her little feel better sentiment. I think that these leading ladies are so much fun, and I think so many of you are going to love having these teacher ladies and these medical ladies in your staff, your stash, because they make great get well cards. They make just fun little notes. So many of us are in the medical profession. I think they can be used for so many different things. And the teacher lady makes for some great teacher thank yous, or maybe you have a friend who's a teacher. I think they're just so much fun. As always, I will have links to the featured supplies in the description at YouTube, but head on over to my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Over there, I'll have more still shots, more information, and a complete list of supplies, so be sure to check that out, and I will have that link directly in the YouTube description below. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed these projects. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my paper crafting and card making video tutorials. If you want to subscribe to my channel, just click that button on the left side of the screen. Here's a couple more video tutorials I thought you might enjoy. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.